Welcome, friends and family. Thank you for joining us today for this celebration of the marriage of Tori and Adam. We invite you to take in the air, the beautiful riches of the forest around us, to be present in this beautiful ceremony, and to please silence your cell phones and leave the ceremony photos to the professionals. We have audio?
We are standing on land that was stolen from the Wasco, Yakima, and Lushoran nations. We want to give thanks to those who have traditionally protected and stewarded the land.
The path of love is meant to be walked together, but a couple doesn't walk that path alone. Around them are their loved ones who delight in the path that the couple builds together, who nurture and guide them when needed, who support them always with love. It is because of this that Tori and Adam have asked us to be present with them to celebrate the occasion of their marriage today. Do we have Tori?
Yeah.
Who gives this woman...
Wait, no, it's this. It's Tara's the next. Yeah.
I'm sorry. Sorry. The path of love is meant to be walked together, but a couple doesn't walk that path alone. Around them are their loved ones who delight in the path that the couple builds together, who nurture and guide them when needed, who support them always with love. It's because of this that Tori and Adam have asked us to be present with them to celebrate the occasion of their marriage here today. Who gives this woman to be married to this man?
I give myself.
And she does this with the blessing of her family.
Tori and Adam, we are all grateful to all of you. Tori and Adam are grateful to all of you who have traveled here today to be with us. They would also like to acknowledge loved ones who couldn't be here physically, but they know are here with them in spirit. Adam's grandparents, Louise and Laurent Hero. Adam's cousin, Jay Hero, his wife, Kate. Cousin Katie Bebo, her husband, Adam. His brother, Andrew Brunel. Uncles Dan Hero and Ashton Brock. Tori's grandparents, Mary Cole, and her late husband, Stephen Cole. Tori's Aunt Meg Collins and her Uncle Steve. Her late grandparents, Hap and Pat Holliday. Last but not least, their good friends, Mia Reback, Harper Ferry, and Daniel Ritter, and of course, their amazing felines, Merlin and Saoirse. Ready for the readings? Kate Nielsen.
I'm going to be doing an excerpt from Corelli's Mandolin. Love is a temporary madness. It erupts like volcanoes and then subsides. And when it subsides, you have to make a decision. You have to work out whether your roots have so entwined together that it's inconceivable that you should ever part. Because this is what love is. Love is not breathlessness. It is not excitement. It is not the promulgation of eternal passion. That is just being in love, which any fool can do. Love itself is what is left over when being in love has burned away, and this is both an art and a fortunate accident. Those that truly love have roots that grow towards each other underground, and when all the pretty blossoms have fallen from their branches, they find that they are one tree and not two.
Reading from the book Wild Awake. People are like cities. We all have alleys and gardens and secret rooftops, and places where daisies sprout up between the sidewalk cracks. But most of the time, all we let each other see is the postcard glimpse of the skyline or a polished square. Love lets you find those hidden places in another person, even the ones that you didn't know were even there. Even the ones that wouldn't have thought to call beautiful themselves.
I'll be reading a selection from Mary Oliver's poems, Don't Hesitate. If you suddenly and unexpectedly feel joy, don't hesitate. Give in to it. There are plenty of lives and whole towns destroyed or about to be. We are not wise and not very often kind, and much can never be redeemed. Still, life has some possibility left. Perhaps this is its way of fighting back, that sometimes something happened better than all the riches or power in the world. It could be anything, but very likely you notice it in the instant when love begins. Anyway, that's often the case. Anyway, whatever it is, don't be afraid of its plenty. Joy is not made to be a crumb.
I'll be reading Poppies by Mary Oliver as well. The poppies send up their orange layers, swaying. In the wind, their congregation are a levitation of bright gusts of thin and lacy leaves. There isn't a place in this world that doesn't, sooner or later, drown in the indigos of darkness. But now, for a while, the roughage shines like a miracle as it floats above everything with its yellow hair. Of course, nothing stops the cold, black, curved blade from hooking forward. Of course, loss is the great lesson. But I also say this, that life is the invitation to happiness, and that happiness, when it's done right, and is a kind of holiness, palpable and redemptive. Inside the bright fields, touched by their rough and spongy gold, I am washed and washed in the river of earthly delight. And what are you getting to do? What can you do about it? Deep blue night.
Tori and Adam, your friends and family stand before you. Will you please turn towards them? You form a community of support that surrounds this couple. Each of you, by your presence here today, is being called upon to uphold them in loving each other. Marriage is in itself a blessing, but doubly blessed is the couple who comes to the altar with the approval and the love of their families and friends. Do you offer your love and support to strengthen their marriage and bless this family created by their union? Please answer by saying, "We do."
We do!
Thank you. Please be seated. Tori and Adam, drink in this moment in time. Up to now, you've been many things to each other. Acquaintances, friends, companions, teachers, travel partners, lovers in the 7 years since you first met. The vow you're about to take will become a milestone in your lives, one that deepens your bond and carries you into new adventures together.
Thanks, Dawn. Hey. Words can't describe how happy I am to share this moment with you. In fact, despite my attempts, I find love to be a pretty difficult concept to translate into words. So I'll just start with you. I fell in love with you because of your intelligence and wit, how considerate you are of everyone around you, and of course how handsome you are. I love that you've never tried to stop me from being my own person. Our partnership has grown this past 7.5 years because of other traits you have. Your willingness to compromise, your emotional vulnerability, and most importantly, because you've seen me at my worst and still insist on loving me. With all my heart, I take you, Adam, to be my partner, loving what I know of you and trusting what I don't yet know. I vow to be your comrade in adventures, your ally in conflict, your comfort in disappointment, your accomplice in mischief, and your support in times of need. I will listen with empathy and always strive to trust you and encourage you despite my own fears. I vow to always push you to rise to a challenge, maybe even when I shouldn't. I promise I will encourage us both to keep growing and learning. I will work to give you all the affirmation you need, and I promise to continue planning new adventures for us to go on. And I promise that you are the last man that I will do.
And then we light it on fire. Mine's a little longer. Tori, we've already grown so much together. I eat a lot more vegetables than I ever thought that I ever would. And I've been places that I only dreamed of or never thought I could go, and you showed me how. I love you and everything that we've already built together, because we've been together for some time. Our careers, our home, our truly wonderful cats, which got the shout out earlier.
Which you did not want, by the way. I'm just going to remind you.
And exactly, that's the point. And a community full of loving support, and I can't wait to see what lies ahead. You are the most kind and generous person that I know. You're a stalwart partner in love, and you're also my best friend. You're fierce, beautiful, and you get shit done. That's right there, yeah. So as we continue in this lifelong journey, I promise to encourage you and try to inspire you at times when you need it, to laugh with you and to bring a calming presence to anxiety and struggle. thought I was gonna cry. I'm doing okay. And I'll keep you grounded when you're spiraling away in your head or getting swept up in the storm. I'll reach out and grab you. I'll plant my feet sturdy and keep you anchored down. And when you've fallen down or lost hope, I'll just pick you up and carry you. And I promise that I won't get so grounded that I sink deep in the mud myself. And I'll dig myself out when needed. And Charlie, I'm doing it. And I'll ask for help when I need it. So when we find ourselves at odds, both of us being so strong-willed and stubborn, I'll give you the grace you need and deserve, and I'll always be there for you. And deep down, you know that, and I know that there's nothing we really can't do when we work together. If it's a dinner party, if it's a big event, if it's a wedding, we can make it happen. And I'm really looking forward to continuing to fight alongside you and bring some joy into what is really a struggling world, which I think we share that view. You're my sanity in that chaotic world. I believe in you. I believe in us. And I just feel honored to face the rest of our lives together.
Okay, so now we're going to read kind of a traditional Celtic vow. I think it's pretty, a little more pretty than Spanish. It's louder.
You cannot possess me, for I belong to myself. But while we both wish it, I give you myself. You cannot command me, for I am a free person. But I shall serve you in the ways you require. And the honeycomb will taste sweeter coming from my hand. I value the first cut of my meat and the first sip of my wine. I shall be a shield for your back as you are for mine. I will cherish and honor you through this life and into the next. Not yet, yeah.
Corey, will you please bring forward the hand fasting cord? A wedding is largely about symbols. Symbols are important and helpful because they make an idea and a value concrete and physical, something we can see and touch. They're helpful because they serve as a powerful reminder of a time and a place and a memory, a feeling and even a promise, and one that may fade over time. Tori and Adam, please join hands. Hand fasting is one of the oldest wedding rituals found in cultures all over the world to symbolize devotion. In joining hands, Tori and Adam symbolize how they freely offer their lives to one another. And in fastening their hands together, the ribbon symbolizes how they leave this place today with lives now entwined. Tori and Adam, as Corey fastens your hands together and as he ties the knot, I invite you to reflect upon the joy and responsibility that awaits you. From today, being bound together in the commitment and intention of marriage means that each of you has a safe place to love and to be deeply loved by the other. Do you, Tori, welcome Adam as your partner, offering him your love and encouragement, your trust and respect, as together you create your future?
I do.
Do you, Adam, welcome Tori as your partner, offering her your love and encouragement, your trust and respect, as you create your future together?
I do.
Tori and Adam, you may know, feel, and remember always that together in this marriage you are deeply known and deeply loved. Now with great joy, in front of your community and loved ones, I pronounce you married. I invite you to seal it with a kiss.
The thing so we know it's pretty nice.
Hold this, we have to take this apart. Yes. Or, I mean, we could stay here all day. I guess if you hold that part. Okay.
Then we pull our hands out, and then we tie it. Yeah. And then
Now we will partake in another ancient tradition. The quake, which Joey is holding, is a traditional drinking cup, which is Celtic in origin. Drinking from a quake was part of a long-established tradition of hospitality. This cup has two handles, symbolizing love and partnership. By the 15th century,